Alright. Are we back? Oh, come on. This is what I hate about Western Australia and Australia, right? We're in, you know, a first world country, can't even get decent tenor. How are you, bud? Can't even get decent, like, mobile signal in bloody suburbia. It's Labor for you. Rightio. Right, now let's try again. Don't ask me what happened then, famo. It's the Twitch gremlins. Okay. So what I've done is I've just given the fish to the right of us a little bit of a break. And hopefully, you know, they come back, sort of thing. Yeah, good tenor. Just bloody trying to get a fish, mate. There we go. Oh, that's better. Don't think that was a very big fish that hit before. Lovely cast. Getting the hang of this. What have you been up to today, tenor? You been up to much? Working on your music? All right, so we just had another hit. Come on, buddy, they're not very big fish. Oh, come on. They're not very big fish, whatever they are. At least the small fish keep you interested, I guess, you know. Come on, matey. It's all right. Rightio, absolutely tiny they are. But, got to remember, if there's small fish at this stage of this tide, there'll be bigger fish at the later stage. Oh, nice one, mate. Yeah, I watched Roly Poly Potamus today. So, Okay. Yeah, just a couple, mate. Only small fish though. It's very early though. If we are going to get any big fish today, it's not going to be for another couple of hours, but you got to get the spot on the holidays, don't you, mate? It's interesting, you know, 1 foot to the right of where I cast is about half a metre more shallow. There goes the other bite again, half a metre more shallow than, you know, a foot to the left of it. So if I didn't know better, I would say that's a whiting bite. Thanks to the 49 people that have tuned back in. Hopefully I'm going to get a fish in on Tuesday. That would be nice. Hey Watt, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream. I have no idea where they are. All right, there we go. Gonna need it. Gonna need it. Okay. Rightio, time to change colours again, I think. Mind you, this colour did work pretty well. We are going to change to another one. Going to change to a colour that's more of a bloodworm colour. So let's see how we go with that. All right, so come on. Hey J-Rod, how are you, mate? Only a couple. Beck? No, we haven't, mate. So yeah, a bit annoyed with that, but I'll get over it. Still a bit early yet, so we've got to probably wait another hour and a half. That's not a good angle. That's a bit better. Let's try that, shall we? All right. Not using bait, Beck. I haven't fished in this river with bait for years, mate. I just use soft plastics and lures. Soft plastics and lures are far more challenging than bait fishing. So, you know, we don't worry if we catch or don't catch fish in our live streams, as we're quite happy to go outside our comfort zone, mate, you know. So I could sit here with bait and catch, you know, like lots and lots of small stuff just to get that through, but I don't want to do that. I mean, we haven't caught a blowfish live on our stream for about, what, 3 years? And that's the most common fish that you catch in here with bait, you know what I mean? Because they just love it. So, and they tend to leave soft plastics alone, so. All right, let's just, oh, heaps, Beck. I do heaps of fishing, mate. We were gonna go beach fishing today, but too windy. So I just thought I'd, you know, just chill out down by the river again without it turning into a Saturday night live sketch, if you know what I'm saying. Thanks to the 59 people that tuned in again. Now let's go to chat only now that we've got the camera sorted. Oh really, Beck? So you're on the East Coast, are you, bud? We don't have too many flathead over here, bud. Oh, when you say flatties, you mean flathead, as in the Australian species, or flathead catfish from the States? Right. Let's just get this sorted. Flathead. The Aussie species. Oh, nice one, mate. Oh, that's good. So you're on the East Coast. You get mainly the dusky flathead, do you? Because they're huge. Yeah, J-Rod, I think. Yeah, stingrays grow a lot bigger than that, mate. Without trying to sound rude, bud. So, you know. Yeah, they do, Beck. It's the same old story. One of the best ways to fish is you cast into the shallows and then you just retrieve your soft plastic or your lure back over the sandbank into the depths. And the flathead usually sit on the slope of the sandbank. As a fish comes up, they just woof it alive, you know. So, now let's have a look what we've got here. Where's my skizzers? I need skizzers. And I need glue. Oh yeah, J-Rod. I mean, mate, you get stingrays here up to bloody what? You know, 4 or 5 feet wide across, mate. It depends on the species. Depends whether you're in Australia or the UK. In the UK, you could probably do that. But here, you know, heaps of people get them. That's exactly right, Culpable. They do pull like steam trains. Well, we got one at the Bustleton Jetty one day, mate, that was about 4 foot across the 4 foot across the wingspan. Just a big eagle race, so we just let that go. You can't do much with eagle race, mate, you know. Tend to ruin your weekend, J-Rod. Only on telly. Oh, okay, bud. When you say Little Creek, are you in Western Australia or Victoria? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. See what I mean about cheap Chinese terminal tackle, people? I pulled that out of the packet like that. Have a look at this. Look at that, it's missing one of the rings. That's terrible. That can go back. Okay, so now what we've got to do is... Oh, you're in New South Wales. Oh, nice one, mate. Yeah, New South Wales has got a fairly good fishery. So do you fish for Murray cod and bass and all that sort of stuff? Now, let's just get into here for a second. Oh, nice one, Beck. Sounds like you get out there, mate. They aren't, but I've got some soft plastics that I brought in from America, Beck. Right. These are made in America. They're made, I think, in the same town as Z-Man soft plastics, so these are beautiful. I can't wait to try them out. So let's get it done. Yeah, J-Rod, we do, but I'm just in the process of getting another boat, but more about that later. Oh, God. Culpable, when have you ever put a ring on anything, mate? Don't answer that, Culpable, just in case you had a job at the farm when you were younger. All right. I've got to remember who I'm dealing with. Rightio. The Real Pugzilla, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. We had a bit of audio trouble before, Pugs. I had to restart the stream, mate. I was very annoyed with that. Right. It's about the only time you do, Culp. All right, so calm down. He's out of control, that boy. Just don't know what he's going to do from 1 minute to the next. Right, okay. That's a bit too big. 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 That's a bit too rubbish. Let's put on one of these. Why not? Oh, yeah, let's do one of these. Why not? They've worked before. Western Australia, nub. They normally work well, those boxes. All right, let's have a look. I'm not really living the fishing dream at all, Beck. I'm just fishing like any other person out there, mate. You know, I don't do this full time. I work full time and do this just to, you know, calm down and have a break, mate. I'm a bit of a workaholic. I usually do 12 to 14 hour days. And then when I do get the odd chance like today, I like to just chill out, turn the camera on and say hello to everyone. And plus, it's good to have a place where people can just come and chill out and not be put under any pressure, you know what I mean? Because it seems to be happening a lot now, you know. All right, now, same old story with soft plastics. When in doubt, use the colour white. Now, these are little paddle tails, so I'm hoping these create enough of a disturbance to, you know, get them interested. Yeah, that's a good size lure for that. Now, oh, it depends if you let it get to you, Beck. If you don't let it get to you, you're good, mate, you know. Worst thing you can do, Beck, is put yourself under unnecessary pressure, mate. There's no need for it, bud. You don't need to do that. You just need to go there, chill out, let the day take its course. If you catch fish, you catch fish. If you don't catch fish, well, at least you've gotten out there, mate, you know. I'm going to try a darker colour on the other one now. I'm going to get rid of the big Bertha that sort of sinks ships when it lands in the water. So, thank you very much to the 60 people that have stuck around. We had to end the stream due to technical difficulties. Thank you, Twitch. And now we're all good. So let's put that back in here. Do you eat flathead, Beck, or do you just like to catch them? Taco, how are you, bud? I don't really have a preference, mate, because different times of the year dictate for different fishing, if that makes sense, mate. So, you know, one day you've got set conditions and you fish a certain type of fishing. The next day the conditions change, mate. So it doesn't faze me, really. I'll do any style of fishing, bud. Don't like gutting them? Oh, do they? Oh, okay. Well, that's a luxury we don't have here. Oh, we'll just chuck that there. No, we can chuck that in there with the other little tiny bubbies there. Bubby! Right now. Haha, hello friend. Hey, don't be doing that. Yeah, we'll try that today. We'll try a darker colour. We'll just try a little fly that looks like a little brim. Well, you get dusky flathead there. We get the bar-tailed flathead here, Beck. We also get the marble flathead. We have a few different flathead here, so we just don't get the big duskies, you know. You know what? I'm going to go against tradition. We get the blue spot flathead in Western Australia, and we also get the sand flathead as well. So we do have species. I just wish we had the dusky. Actually, that's probably not a good call because that would eat absolutely everything. Those things are huge. They grow up to 20 pounds, don't they? All right, now that everyone's in here, right, let me show you a little trick. When you're rigging up your soft plastics, right, super glue is your best friend. I'll show you. So what we want to do is we just want to measure the soft plastic there, say, like that, right? So you come in through here, okay? You come in through here like that, bring that in through the first join there, bring that back through like there, all right? You pick your spot, say about here, bring that through, lovely. See how we have a nice little soft plastic? Then what you do yourself a favour, right? Just a little drop of super glue there. Won't affect your fishing at all. They won't get put off by the smell. And then what you do is you just press that into the lead head like so. Hold on to it for about, oh, I don't know, 30 seconds. And then what you've got, when it's all finished, okay, we'll just put this over here for now. Right, when it's all finished, what you have, and this will help you with your flathead fishing, Beck, right, what you've got is you've got a beautifully little presented soft plastic. We could probably go a little bit further back with that one, okay, and then that way it stays in the correct position for a lot longer. Alrighty, there we go. Just got to get it to stay on there, that's all. What I might do though, hey there, Baby Blue from Heaven, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream, bud. What's going on? You well? This is the colour that this is actually a motor oil colour, but it's got a lot more red in it. This is one of the original motor oil colours from the States. Oh, you're welcome, Beck. We've done it before. We've glued up soft plastics live on stream, right? And then we've just, you know, cast them and caught fish. And Beck, if you want to improve your catch rate, okay, you've got to use a loop knot, Beck. All right, you must use a loop knot. Excellent, mate. Glad to hear it, Baby Blue. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap over this now. I'm going to put that on the stiffer fishing rod. Thanks to the 73 people that have tuned back in. That's really good of you. Thanks for giving up your time to come in and watch the stream. Once you learn how to tie a loop knot, they're really easy, people. I've never had a well-tied loop knot let go of me. It's just the badly, oh God, the badly tied ones that do. A bit like this one that I'm trying to do live on stream at the moment, you know. Oh, what are you doing, you idiot? Okay, there we go, that's why, because it's wrapped around the head. Let's bring that back through there. Now the secret to tying a loop knot, you've got to pull the tag end away from the lure. Okay, alrighty. So let's have a look at this. No, don't like it. That's better. All right, now we've got it, people. So what happens is, right, when you use super glue like this, okay, and you've got the soft plastic gripping onto the jig head, what you have is you have the soft plastic in what we call the correct position. So that'll be perfect in the water like that. See how the hooks, see how the hook's concealed, okay? And so with the hook being concealed, what that means is the fish can't see it, and that's like a perfect presentation in the water, okay? Let me just put some of this on. I'm a bit worried that the phone's going to overheat again, but we'll just risk that. Boom. There we go. Now, Taco, no, we keep less than point. I think we figured it out last year, couple, didn't we? We keep them less than 0.03% of the fish that we catch, bud. So, yeah, we don't keep many fish at all. I'll keep a lot of redfin perch. They're considered vermin, so you can't let them go. So we keep redfin perch, and we might keep some herring and some whiting. But fish like snapper and mulloway that are so, you know, overfished, we won't keep them just out of principle because they take so long. And a brim, you'll never see me keeping a brim to eat it. They're just such a slow growing fish, you know. They're better off to be swimming, if you know what I mean. The cold, where'd that go? The colder the water, the longer the brim take to grow. Oh, there goes that one. Smilodon, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. How's life treating you? What are you doing? Well, this is good. Everybody's gone home to get on the squirt, so it's just us. Hopefully a few of the die-hard fishos don't turn up. Yeah, I agree with you there, Beck. I'll give you the rundown. I don't think fisheries manage the fishing in Western Australia. Like, for example, the Western Australian pink snapper, which is a different species to over east, it first spawns at 58 centimetres long and the minimum legal size is 50. So, yeah, obviously the people that make those bag limits are not interested in the science and the biology of fish. They just want to get votes. I think they need to put in place biological limits on fish so they'll at least get a chance to spawn once and twice before you can keep them. But the fact that you're not allowed to keep them over 70, that's fantastic. That shows that your fisheries mob are a lot more switched on than our fisheries mob. Yeah, well done, mate. Good on you. I admire you for that. Not many people do that. They're more interested in taking photos for social media, you know. Black brim are terrible for that. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, look, I killed 5 fish during my lunch break. Good one, you moron. You know. And they're quite cunning. A lot of people will deliberately target fish that are susceptible to overfishing, like brim and mulloway, just to get views. I mean, the classic ones, sharks, mate. Look how many shark fishos have come out of the water now. Just to stroke their egos, you know. I can't stand it. Anyway. Okay, so, yep, fish are coming in. 1 year we caught kelp. shots in 10 minutes, remember? So he picked up and moved, and everybody was losing their mind, and my friend and I just looking at each other going, what's the big deal? But anyway, life goes on. All right, now, what we'll do... Oh, that's right, mate. And look, you know, is what it is. I mean, I can't change them. But, you know, if you've got more like-minded people doing the streams and that sort of stuff. Snapper are the classic. That's a beautiful coloured lure. Snapper are a classic, mate. Snapper are so susceptible to overfishing, it's ridiculous. You get, oh yeah, look at the size of the snapper, and it's like, mate, some guy put an Instagram post up fishing for snapper out of season and got busted by fisheries, you know. Let's see if there's any fish over the other side. This is an absolutely fantastic way to relax, people. Coming down here, just flicking a few soft plastics around. Obviously there's no guarantees of fish, but there's never guarantees of fish, you know. Hey, 2 Pints, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream. Come on. Now, was that a bump? Come on. Come on. I think we might get some action today, people. We've had a couple of very tentative bites early on. Just trying to sort out the, you know. It's got a bit of grass on it, has it? Yep. Well, that's right. At least we know there's structure down there. Once again, thank you to the 82 people that have given up their valuable time to come in here and fish. $20 to $5. I'm going to put out this heavier soft plastic in a second. Just going to do a contrast of colours and see how we go. This is very similar to the colour that we used that night that we got busted by that big mulloway. Now, what's happening there? Come on. Oh, that took ages to hit the bottom. I think that got picked up by something and moved. Let's see. That took a long time to get back to the bottom. It's like something mouthed it, swam off with it, went, oh, that doesn't taste very nice, and then dropped it. Let's go. Come on. Okay, that's on the bottom now. That is a beautiful soft plastic in the water in terms of action. You always have zero problems with American-made soft plastics, famo. Right, whenever I use American-made products, I never have an issue with them at all. So that's why we're going to have so many of them when we get everything going. The good thing about using a 1/16 ounce jig head is you've got best presentation and best chance of catching a fish. Because what they normally do is they normally hit them when they're fluttering down to the bottom, or you're just about to pick them up again. So let's just see how we go, eh? What I'm going to do is use a different technique now. I'm going to try and cast in the same spot to entice them. Right. Just going to do 5 casts in exactly the same spot and see how we go, okay? All right, I've just seen a surface commotion over there. All right. Right, let's just bring this back a bit. I am quite high off the water here, so I've got to be careful with the lure. And this beautiful Shimano rod has got an instant pickup, so I don't have to lift the rod tip too high for it to get the lure to work. What have you been up to, 2 Pints? How's the fishing going, bud? Wow, that's still sinking. Okay, so that is fairly deep there. Wow, that's still sinking. Okay, this tide has come up. Great. Let's bring it along here. We'll have 3 more casts and see how we go. Oh, thanks, Pugs. Look, mate, it's not really about... Yeah, thanks, Pugs. It's not really about the, you know, catching the fish, mate. It's about the environment, scenery. You know what I mean? You spend less than half of 1% of your time, you know, actually catching fish, Pugs. Now, Taco, we don't have the catfish in Australia that you have overseas in America. So your big 60, 70, 80 pound catfish we don't have here, mate, and we don't need them either. So yeah, we have Murray cod though, thankfully. So, and we always try and go to different spots, you know what I mean? You won't see us fish the same spot too often. I mean, you've got to have a variety of spots for people, you know. When we get the kayak fired up, when these school holidays are over, you know, we'll just make sure that we'll be going to quite remote places, setting up the Starlink and trying to catch fish, you know what I mean? -5, jeepers. Hey, Culpable, can you please give the real Pugzilla a shout out, bud? How rude of me. Sorry, Matty.
You alright?
Oh, you're right. Hey, mate, how you going?
Good, how are you?
Right, we've got to let this get on the bottom, people. I'm not fishing this deep enough. That's good. The water here is very deep. I don't even have to wind this. It's in very deep water. And what you always do with your soft plastics, you always fish your soft plastics to your feet. The biggest fish of your life will come up just on dark one night, right at your feet, people. We've got 2 more casts in here. All right, this soft plastic is beautiful. Cannot wait to get more of these. Lovely. ITX Apple, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream. Wow, 100 viewers. Unbelievable. Thanks for your support, everyone. That's what it's about, people watching this stream, mate. All right, now. Got it. I think it's going to go down tonight, fam. One thing that we've got here too is you've got the shadows creeping over the spot. When you've got shadows over deep water, it's a very good combo. So it's been quiet. Yeah, still got probably about another half an hour, I think, until anything gets interested in soft plastics. But that's what that is for. So what we'll do is we'll try and bring them in with this, right, and then we'll try and stick a hook in them. That's a good thing about fishing. Whenever I go fishing, all my stress goes. Actually, one interesting thing about the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus, looks very much like an Apple iPhone. I had a look at one today. I'm going to put one on pre-order for February. That is going to be an absolute game changer for live streaming, people. You should see some of the AI features on that. So apparently it's at the stage where you can go to a translator app and you hold the phone out and it'll hear someone speak and translate what they're saying for you, and then you can reply from your phone. So that's unbelievable. That's technology for a good cause, you know. Rightio, let's see if the big buggers will take that white soft plastic. Now people, welcome to the stream. Remember, our stream's always free to watch. Okay, if you want to subscribe for free on YouTube. Won't cost you a cent. Okay, we've got Australis Fishing on YouTube. We've got Australis TV on YouTube. Okay, and we also have Australis TV on Twitch as well. Alrighty, and a big welcome to everyone that's in the stream. Alright, everyone that's in the stream that are new, you are the future of the community, okay, and we welcome you with open arms, alright? Beautiful, that's good. And after a while, when you're fishing with soft plastics, right, it almost becomes mechanical. You tend to get into a rhythm. So with me, I can just go bump, bump, then wind my slack down and let the soft plastic drop. Don't be afraid to take a step towards and back from your soft plastic lure as well, people. That is deep water there. Poof. Let's get that on the bottom. Right. Lovely. Okay, now let's go out here. Beautiful. How are you, Quickie? Welcome to the stream, bud. They're not, mate. They're not, Quickie. They're on strike. Okay. Now, shout out the real Pugzilla. Boom. There you go, people. Now, the real Pugzilla is a very passionate streamer, a very proud American, okay? And he streams EAFC 24 and Apex Legends, okay? I'm trying to convince him to do some more IRL streams, but more about that later, you know? Whenever I go soft plastic fishing, I usually take 2 different rods with slightly different resistance. So this is a light spin rod, 2 to 4 kilo. That's a medium light as well. Yeah, but that's all right, Pugs. Times can change, mate. You could go down to the shops to buy a litre of milk, or in your case, a quart of milk, and meet the love of your life, mate. You don't know. You never say never, Pugs. It's so nice and cool underneath these trees. Okay, people, so now what we're starting to do is we're starting to get some bait fish in here, which is exactly what we're after. Okay? That's exactly what we're after. Wow, this wind is really coming up, isn't it? Oh, did you see that across the river there, people? A fish just got pushed up to the surface over there. That's a good sign. So if the tailor are in here, the mulloway will be in here as well, okay? That's a very good sign. Right on cue too. Almost right on cue. Now, that bait moved then. Did it what? That bait moved then. Excellent, rightio. Very rare to get the wind blowing straight at our back in this spot. Right, so use it. There we go, lovely little cast. That's easily halfway across the river, that's all you need. The spot actually finishes about there. One thing you got to do when you cast your soft plastics, right? Leave your bail arm alone until the line stops moving. See how the line stops moving? And see what I'm doing there? By just ticking over the bail arm by hand. If you don't use the handle, you should not have to change your bail arm clip for the life of the reel, okay? We're right out amongst it at the moment, which is good. That's exactly where we want to be. Now, The tide is roaring through the middle of the river here. So what we had then, people, is we had our line straighten up slightly, then had a bow in it, which is good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back through this way. Okay. So what we need to do is our angle is here. We need to fish out this way to get fish today. The tide is starting to roar in. So what we can do, right, is we can actually figure out... Saundy, how are you, bud? It's called a mulloway taco. It's very similar to the cob. Well, it's the same species as the cob in South Africa. And it's similar to your red drum in the States, bud. So normally people fish with them with live baits. We just try to use lures and soft plastics, mate. And work off skill, you know what I mean? Although with my recent record, I don't think I have got too much of it left actually, but anyway, life goes on. So what we'll do is we'll figure out how fast the current is flowing. Okay, so we've got a little bit of wood or a leaf here that's coming past very, very slowly. I think it's about, what is it, 4 minutes? No. Yeah, 4 minutes and it's about 100 metres. Right, let's go here. That's a beautiful, right on the spot. That's the way, Saundy. Keep practicing, mate. That's all you're going to do. Mate, everybody has a different threshold when it comes to fishing, right? Some people pick it up straight away. Some people take 3 or 4 trips. Some people take 3 or 4 months. Some people take a year. When it finally clicks and the switch goes on, it's just a really nice thing, mate, you know? So, I mean, producing fish live on stream is one of the toughest gigs there is, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's why we just keep soldiering on, bud. That's all you can do, really. Right, now I'm going to go bump, bump, right? Then I'm going to just have a wind. That's still sinking, still sinking, still sinking. Right, now it's on the bottom. So we've got a fair bit of water out there, people. We don't normally fish this water this deep. So we've got to slow everything right down. And when I say right down, I mean right down. And just bulldog this soft plastic along the bottom, right? Never ever fish your soft plastics too fast, fam. Right? Just got to be careful when it's close to your feet, because if you've got too much slack in the line, you'll lose the hit, you know what I mean? These work beautifully in the water. What's the catch? Why aren't they biting? Lovely. So we're right on the money again. Yeah, that's right, Saundy. Well, Taco, this is a mixture of fresh and salt water. So all the trees that you see along this riverbank, they're all saltwater tolerant species, right? So it's salt water anywhere up to 10 to 15 kilometres inland, depending on the time of year, you know? So what happens is the salt water goes on the bottom, the fresh water gets pushed on the top, and then you usually have a little thermocline in between, right? As the tide comes in, it sort of changes the dynamic of the river, you know? Hey there, Baits by Nimbus, mate. I can give you the name of the guy that runs the company if you want, bud. Give him a call and he can look after you. Right, so we've had a few people that have bought kayaks already through Kayaks to Fish after the sponsorship, which is good. I just got to get it out on the water, mate. I haven't been able to recover properly since COVID. So I got COVID, and then after COVID I got this flu that turned into a bacterial pneumonia. Just can't seem to bloody win, you know. You never get lotto like that, do you? Oh yeah, I won lotto in October and then I won it again in January. Nah, never happens like that, does it? Have you really, mate? Yeah, they're a good product. The Cronus, okay. What sort of fishing do you do, mate? Creeks for freshwater and that, or do you fish for cod, bass, all that sort of stuff? You want something small and mobile, or? Hey, Snolly, how are you? At least you win something, mate. Lovely. Lovely. You want pedal and rubber? Oh, okay, mate. Well, that's good. Yeah, well, they have the Mirage. Is it the Mirage? No, that's a universal name. They do have the pedal system, mate. They work really well. Knowing my luck, everything's just across the river again. Rightio, the waves are changing again, which is good. There's some fish getting belted underneath those branches over there, people. That's as Australian as it gets. When the kookaburras laugh at you for being terrible on stream. Lovely. How are you, bud? Oh, nice one, Nimbus. Sticky Dip, how are you, bud? Why don't you start using lures, Nimbus? Just going to slow this down, people. I could have sworn I felt something swimming. Oh. What happened there? I could have sworn I felt something brushing along oh God, that's what happened. Across the braid there, you know what I mean? Oh, damn it. Oh, we're going to have to do that again, I think. Yeah, well done. I hope a fish doesn't hit now with what I've got on this reel. I've got an order of Roscoe swivels coming from America. Cannot wait to get them, mate. Cheap insurance, good terminal tackle. Now, why is that happening? Nice one, mate. So why would you use a heavy sinker, bud? Or is that everyone else? That's a tough game to get into, Nimbus. That is a very tough game, mate. I've actually caught Murray cod in Western Australia, Nimbus. And there still are Murray cod in WA if you know where to look, if you got the contacts. Got a beautiful little 4.5 kilo fish. It was great. Such a beautifully marked fish too. Really, I'm of Macedonian defence. I'm of Macedonian descent, Nimbus. I know exactly what you're talking about, bud. They have no concept of bag limits, mate. I've lost count of how many times I've punched on with rellies over the years over small fish. Unbelievable. Someone needs to fix the exhaust. All right, people, if we get anyone turn up to fish here, I'm going to move down to a different spot, okay? But we'll worry about that when it happens, eh? Oh, nice one. Well done. That's what it's about. Yeah, something like that, 2 pints. Good, mate. Yourself? G'day. Righto, crew. So what we'll do is we'll shift to another spot. Keep the stream on. We'll be live in about 15 minutes. All right. I'll see you in a second. Rightio, hang on. It never tells me exactly how it does. Hang on. Rightio. Let's just raid Rolly, you know. Righto, people, will be live in about 15 minutes, so just give me a second. I'll just move down to another spot, okay? Oh, for God's sake, this phone is about to die. Righto, we're going to go raid Rolly again. I'll have everything ready to go, people, and we'll start up again in a minute, okay? Thanks very much for tuning in. We're going to go and move to another spot, and I'll see you in about probably 15 minutes. Bye for now.